Hello again. This Saturday I went to one of the places not to be missed if you happen to pass through France, or in my case, to live here, even temporarily. So, today is the time for a ride to a winery. Now, when it comes to wines from the Lyon area, the options are many. But having an old friend, in love with Beaujolais wine, I decided that the winery I am about to visit will be one where this type of wine is born. I chose today's winery, Domaine des Pampredors, Vignoble Perrat, for several reasons. It was open to visitors, had very good reviews and was only about 40 minutes away by motorcycle. For more details on the winery, please check the link to their site in the video description. And because the weather was friendly, like in an Indian summer, I rode Winston there. Even riding there was a pleasure, with winding roads, wooded areas and wide vineyards. But while you watch the ride, let me tell you a few things about Beaujolais wine and the area where it is produced. The most sensual of vineyards according to the Revue du Vin de France, covers 17,324 hectares, from Mâcon in the north to Lyon to the south, on the hilly sides of the Beaujolais mountains which reach an altitude of 700 to over 1,000 meters. The grape variety Gomenois reigns supreme in this land blessed by the gods, and in the most brilliant way since it offers an extraordinary range of wines, from the finest and aromatic, the Beaujolais and Beaujolais villages, to the richest and most complex, the 10 Beaujolais crus, each with a specific character linked to the different terroirs, Brouilly, Kiroubles, Chenin, Côte de Brouilly, Fleury, Julianas, Morgan, Moulin-à-Vent, Renier, Saint-Amour. Beaujolais Nouveau is a separate category of Beaujolais and Beaujolais Villages wines, that are released shortly after harvest. The light, fruity style became popular in the 1970s and is designed to be consumed shortly after bottling. Beaujolais Nouveau Day marks the wine's release and takes place annually on the third Thursday of November. Beaujolais is a light-bodied red wine, with high acidity and low tannin. The wine has red berry flavors, including raspberry, red cherry, red currant, and cranberries. High-quality Cru Beaujolais is occasionally compared to Old World Pinot Noir, with mushroom, forest floor, and smoky notes. A terroir is the combination of the natural elements of an area, soil, topography, biodiversity, climate and landscape, but also the know-how of the wine growers and the production techniques. It is the terroir that gives the wine its typicality. The Beaujolais region, very diverse, brings together a diverse set of terroirs, each containing a secret that is found in the character of each appellation. Essentially facing east and south, the Beaujolais hills benefit from excellent sunshine and beautiful light from spring to autumn. Beaujolais also benefits from a temperate climate marked by 3 major influences. In winter, continental currents contribute to frosts that sometimes stretch into spring. In the off-season, oceanic air movements increase the regulating role of the Saône and reduce temperature variations. The return of sunny days is driven by the Mediterranean winds. The mountain range of the Upper Beaujolais then reinforces the protection of the vines and encourages the foum, this lukewarm air from the west, which warms and dries up in summer when it crosses the Beaujolais ridges to descend into the plain. Exposed to modest rains, the wine-growing region can experience very hot weather but also stormy episodes that are sometimes devastating. The Beaujolais cultivation method is still strongly marked today by the personal intervention of the wine grower. Whether it is during the pruning of the vines, the maintenance of the soil, the management of the vines or the harvest, Beaujolais wine growers are present in their plots. If mechanization appears in certain places to facilitate certain tasks, plowing or harvesting, the very nature of the plots, modest size, stony soils, hillsides, sometimes steep slope, etc., and the regulations linked to the 12 appellations require constant attention and mobilization. A know-how that is passed on from generation to generation. The qualities and variety of its wines, the Beaujolais region owes it to the diversity of its terroir as much as to the passion of its wine growers and the intimate knowledge they have developed of their land. That being said, I leave you to watch some images from the winery, during the accompanying visit, where Berenguer told us about the care of the vineyard, the wine fermentation process, and invited us to a well-deserved tasting. Being a responsible rider, I preferred to buy a bottle of each wine produced at the winery, and to taste them leisurely at home.